Well, I'm Susie, and I live in Aspen House.
How long have you been at Camphill?
50 years. So, did you talk to my niece yet?
My name is Jennifer Rayfields. I was born Jennifer Taub, and Susie Taub is my aunt. She was my father's sister. Susie has been a part of my entire life, but for the entirety of the 48 years that I've been alive, Susie's been a resident of Camphill. She has no affect whatsoever. Nothing is hidden. Everything is on the surface for everyone to see. There isn't a feeling that she has that goes unshared. But I think that's one of the things that makes her such a joy to be around.
I'm Christina. I'm from Brazil. I'm here in Camphill Village, Copec since mid-August, living with Susie in Aspen House. Well, Susie always teaches me a lot because every time I have some kind of doubts about how things work in the house, I always ask Susie. And yeah, she knows everything.
Almost.
The experience is really helpful.
She's a lot of fun. She has a lot of sense of humor, a lot of spunk. She's taught me quite a lot.
Oh, thank you.
She loves nothing more than to be helpful. One year we hosted her for Thanksgiving, and I learned what it was like to live with Susie. She wanted to help with everything. I still remember her working on helping me peel the eggs for the deviled eggs that were made for Thanksgiving. But at Camphill, she really thrives there.
Susie loves to help with everything she can. So like in the morning, she helps to prepare breakfast. She cuts the fruits.
Yes.
Right? She loves doing that.
Doing it. This is Oliver, my boyfriend. Well, my relationship is good.
I'm gonna take her out with me and my mom.
His mom promised to take me out for lunch. His sense of humor, and he has a lot of spunk, and he's a lot of fun to be with in the house. And in the evenings we just hang out together, and it's a good relationship.
But of course, during all this time has been a very important person, John Stebbins.
Of course, he was part of my life.
Part of your life, your partner for many decades.
Yeah.
He was your friend, your helpmate, and your anchor.
I have known John probably since I was a toddler. They were together that long. And I remember when they finally got to share a house together, how excited she was and what that meant to her to have that kind of a person in her life. And other friends of hers as well. When I try to explain to people what Camphill is like, I can never do it justice. It's almost like a utopia. It's a wonderful community. I've never encountered bad weather there. It just seems like the sun is always shining at Camphill. And we always go up there in September for her birthday, and everybody comes out and says hello. But the communal lifestyle, the household's full of people, each of whom have a responsibility, each of whom have a role, each of whom is valued and comes to rely on the house, activities, the house traditions, the house, practices. It's just like a very idyllic place. And I know that it was a miracle for my grandparents to find that place for Susie. Because, as youthful as she is, she's like 70 years old. And 65 years ago, the interventions, the supports, the things that we provide for children in schools today that have any kind of developmental differences, Susie had access to none of that. And my grandparents were completely on their own to raise her in an age when there was no support and very little knowledge of how to meet the needs of people like Susie. My entire family is incredibly grateful.
Can you send her my greetings, my love?
Sure.
Tell her that I love her.
Mm-hmm.